diamonds in the clock. You ain't walking on these, I got diamonds in my sock. I be funny like I'm Biggie, but I'm riding like I'm Pop. I'm the king of your city, give a about your block. Lights on. Go on, twerk it if you know that song. Deep dive and I get lost. Go on, turn up if you know that you the boss.
Hey, used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup, yeah. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the pumps. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. Got a shorty clean appendix, I'm a diamond and to run it back. Used to have a silver tooth when I was just a pup. Now I got some killers who got shotties with the I don't wanna catch the feelings, I be trying to see what's up. I let shorty clean appendix, I'm a diamond in the rough.
Flooded that they wanna be just like me. They been borrowing a pen, but they ain't writing me. But still forgot I got the drop from your wifey. Yeah, the was in the glove where the vices be. How you gon' act like we don't know the same? And they all looking like they in the same clothes, new skins, grip the BBLs in your waist though. Yeah, like them, we don't waste though. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. Caught me creeping, she went and keyed the wheel. Let her keep it, now she driving in that. Ooh, yeah, achiever, look at desperation. If it's free, there ain't no hesitation. Said we be better with communication. I don't agree, I need to change location. I've been working 25, I need a trip. Used to looking unimportant in the Ville. I don't ever say I'm leaving, I just deal. If you feel away, get up on my yeah. What am I gonna do with 7 bedrooms? Used to trip and make a flip before the rent's due. I don't network, what's my net worth?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the fastest rising cities in the U.S., the capital city of Austin, Texas. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Bengals of Austin. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. They run with a second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Throwing is Smith. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Now loose football. The ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Off of play action, here's Smith. Returning right back to Lockett. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Geno down to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now Geno. End zone caught. Touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Bengals drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. From just shy of midfield, here's second down and 7.
Oh!
Early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. And he's across the 40 for the extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A quick throw out to Lockett. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the...
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Will Dissly, his first touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They're going option play on 3rd down. He'll pitch it. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. But such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop the score.
And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try.
Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Got to give to Brown on the option. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down. Now Burrow. That's going to be caught.
Got him.
Touchdown. T. Higgins, 27 yards. And the Bengals get a bit closer. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, see what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 1st and 10, Smith. Outright to Smith and Jigba. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith and Jigba. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Myers for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are. But let's face it, partner, they can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Here we go. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. How about this? Touchdown. T. Higgins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Smith. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. On 2nd down, it's Walker. It's a gain of 4, but they're still looking up here at a tough 3rd and 11. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on third down. Smith. Throw left. And he loses the football a second time. Wow.
Keep doing that push-ass jumping. I'm going to knock your ass out. Shit.
It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
All right, let's see if we can go get 3 points.
Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going. I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board before intermission. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to air one out. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Damn.
After the interception, here's Smith. Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll go down at the 28. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
On 1, ready?
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Bengals with work to do in this 3rd quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
At their own 18-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum.
Oh, my goodness. Here's a 5th interception. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here just past the 25. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
Option play, and they'll give to Walker. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Throwing now is Geno.
Yeah.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And, oh, that would get a wide-up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Option play. Here's a give to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Here's Higgins out of the right side. Touchdown, Bengals. T. Higgins, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Bengals take advantage of the field position on the turnover to cash in for 6. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Smith now to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. That one goes for 24 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage, and they get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Smith throwing again. He completes this to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on. Now Gino on first down. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Smith. And Walker has it. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it'll be second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Smith. And that is incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So this drive maybe didn't end with the same kind of success they had in the first half, but they do add 3 to their lead.
And defensively, I think they went in there at halftime and made a pact with each other and said, look, we can't let these guys keep driving it right down our throats. Not perfect giving up 3, but a much better start than the way they played in the first half.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start out here with the option left. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. On second down, here's Mixon. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
11.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. Now it's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception.
Dude,
Tariq Woolen picks it. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And Miles Murphy, a first-round pick, in on the tackle. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 8.
A shotgun snap for Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. Geno now to throw.
Oh, God.
He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker, 39 yards. And the Seahawks look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And that's another route that defenders would vote to take out of the game.
The wheel route?
Oh, without a doubt. You're just trying to move everybody in one direction. And whether it's a running back or another receiver, as they zip out on the sideline, you've got a problem on your hands.
Yeah, well, the defenders hate it there. It happened, and it resulted in a touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
An inside give, Brown.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And now they're in the hurry-up. They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
They'll try and run the option.
But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
And that is incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
11.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a 1st down, and he's also over 190 receiving yards now. What a game.
1st and 10 at the 46.
Burrow will throw. And that one complete once again to Higgins. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
And Burrow going to throw again.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll give this up the middle to Brown.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase, 32 yards. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
On first down, Smith.
Oh, my God.
Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
To the right side, this is Walker.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
Oh, my God.
Trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that will keep this a 15-point game.
Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Burrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
4th down and 10 yards to go. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it, bottom line.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a line ball scooped up by the offense. And after all that, they're going to start out with unbelievable field position on the return. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go, here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But
left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
That's good. 4-8. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Touchdown! Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
46 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Smith going to throw it.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. This is 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10. Burrow.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Here's 2nd down. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout.
And now the rookie's free. There he goes again. How about this?
Touchdown, Seahawks.
Jackson Smith and Jigba, 84 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter.
The extra point now coming from Myers.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Austin, the loss here will move them back to...
Cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the building when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Yo, she could come around but can't stick around. That's how I tease her. Been having my waist since a little. I ain't never been no pleaser. Always gonna crush these souls when they realize I don't need them. I don't give a fuck, I close wheels, you cross the line, I'm squeezing. Every day the same routine, ain't no new team. Never ever had hoop dreams, but I'm ballin' like I want a ring. Demon time over everything, you don't know how much it really means. Struggle took a toll on them, had to come and intervene. Boy, them keys to that Bentley, I'm tryna drive it around. I think I'm driving it gently, now I'm speeding through this town. I can't even put my phone down, tryna show the world how it sound. Around and make the wrong turn, we don't even wanna turn around. Lately I've been thinking, what would I be if I ain't take a risk? Struggle, I hated it at the time, but it's the reason I'm rich. Never see me knocking nobody, I know how hard it can get. Respect whoever on they, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the building when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. I don't do, but I've been out them all week. Tryna take this as far as I can, I want it all on sweet. Might just put a 40 ball in my mouth, cause I know my talk ain't cheap. Soon as it start running up money, they can tell cause it reeks. Oh boy, it's so much to see. Gotta learn to keep your balance. Going to sleep on silk sheets, but it used to be a pallet. Fell in love with shopping, I'm getting a grip of it, I don't need no stylist. Walking, I'm off in the back on anything if it got me smiling. I'm on every L that I ever took, I promise. Flashy with a system, man, I don't look, that's how I'm coming. Can't wait to touch a meal like I ain't got no food inside my tummy. Been had a vision, seen a vividly before it got sunny. You could tell I'm committed, get hard and I get it, but long as you stay authentic, you'll be destined to win it. I recreated my image, this was earned, never given. Gon' be that way till it's finished, cause you be in your zone when you winning on your own when you winning. Wake up, look out the window, see the roads in the building when you winning. When you winning, when you winning. Oh, you ride designer clothes when you winning. Keep when you winning. People all in your business, gotta ride with it tinted when you winning. When you winning, when you winning.
besides me. I don't really get drunk, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I'm just lose the opportunity, you suck.